Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news in the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now these heavyweights, guys. These heavyweights, things are moving. Things are moving. We didn't get the fights that we wanted, right? And I think everybody involved in boxing probably learning their lessons. I'm hearing Bob Arum say, man, we better get Tyson Fury up in here with Wilder now because things happen, obviously, because Anthony Joshua was beaten by RUIZ when he was deemed unbeatable. So therefore, people are saying, let's get these things going on. So somebody who we talked about benefited from stuff like this is Joseph Parker, right? Because, see, Joseph Parker is the only guy to have gotten a W versus Andy Ruiz Jr. Albeit at home, New Zealand, home judges got a split decision, which I have to be fair. I say when somebody gets a split decision and somebody else's crib lost, then they probably either won that fight or it was a draw, right? Most of the time. This one was similar, right? You could have gave it to Ruiz. It could have been a draw, right? But he edged it out, which means he was on the level, and he was in there for 12 rounds no matter what, something that Anthony Joshua didn't do, right? So therefore, you got to look at JP's, right? His attributes, right? Think about it, right? All that combination punching. Andy Ruiz didn't just learn that for the Joshua fight, right? He didn't just learn that. He had that when he was fighting Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker's attributes like speed and elusiveness, then they come to the forefront. That's a fighter. Everybody know it. If you're talking boxing, everybody knows styles makes fights. So Joseph Parker looking pretty damn good right about now. We said that before. So, he is open to the rematch with your boy Andy Ruiz Jr. He's open to the rematch, and he thinks the rematch is very, very likely, right? And his manager, right, David Higgins, said, he thinks Joseph Parker will be hunting. He thinks that Andy Ruiz Jr. will be hunting Joseph Parker down. Now, this is JP's manager, right? He'd be hunting him down because he just wants to make sure that he gets the respect, right? That he wants to, it's not like righting a wrong. He doesn't feel that Andy Ruiz Jr. felt he lost that fight. He just wants to make that, hey, hold up. Don't want no question marks. That's basically what they think he wants to do. So therefore, that is a likely rematch. I think it is too. I think Andy Ruiz Jr. Has exhibited what you want from a heavyweight champion. Think about it, guys. Think about it. Now, he's been heavyweight champion for about 2 or 3 weeks. Have you heard about anybody that he won't fight? Or anybody that he, says kind of shying away from not fighting? Won't answer the questions directly? Any of it? Anthony Joshua rematch, people will make problems, right, in negotiations to try to get out of Anthony Joshua rematch if they were scared of Joshua. He's like, let's do that, right? Whatever. He said 50 million too, right? That's the crib. But let's do that and whatever. So that fight is going to happen, right? Joseph Parker, no problem. Tyson Fury tried to talk smack to him. He said, well, whatever, we'll talk in the ring. No, nothing like that. No one ever says he's not going to fight somebody. That's showing you the respect he has within his peers, okay? That's what's really going on. People knew who Andy Ruiz Jr. is. You kind of just feel it because all of these people that that he would fight are the people. Think about it. Even Deontay Wilder, right? You don't hear champions wanting to fight Deontay Wilder. People up and coming, and trying to not fight other people and just get into a heavyweight championship match. That can happen. But what doesn't happen, other champions, just like Anthony Joshua, won't be in a rush to be fighting Deontay Wilder, especially not immediately. Andy Ruiz Jr. is like, after I get Joshua, then we can get that undisputed fight together. You know what I mean? Now we're talking Joseph Parker right now. Maybe you can say I can get the Joseph Parker fight in between, depending on what Joseph Parker does. Not only against Alex Lepai, but the next fight, because they want to put JP in two more times in the year, and I believe him, because that's how they roll, right? So, those next 2 or the next one after Lepai, if he gets past Lepai, matter of fact, but he probably will with those attributes we're talking about. But at the end of the day, the next fight needs to be something, big, where the world listens to that next fight. And then after that, because Joseph Parker's name is going to continue to be brought up, because after beating Anthony Joshua, when they say Andy Ruiz Jr. record and it's a loss, who the hell was that? if he beats Anthony Joshua easily, and we think he's gonna beat Anthony Joshua in the rematch. If this dude's that bad, because we were saying Anthony Joshua was the baddest one, he beat him easily, and we think he's gonna beat him in the next fight, which means, he must be the baddest. Who the hell beat him? That's what anybody does, even a casual. And the name Joseph Parker comes up. They go look at Joseph Parker and be like, well, I can understand that, right? You know, you're gonna have to get to him. There you go. Now Joseph Parker comes in right now, these next 2 fights, and make sure, yeah, I'm that guy. Then that fight can be big, and it might come before the unification match, depending on what Deontay Wilder does with Ortiz and or Tyson Fury. So there's something going on over there. So Andy Ruiz Jr. can handle his business, or Joseph Parker can slip in here right back in that mix on y'all. Let's see what happens. It's 2 guys that don't shy away from fights, right? It's pretty much that simple. Doing Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.